Hey guys, I'm Robert Stone.
I'm Adam J.
This is our World, or not World of Warcraft, but our
Just Warcraft.
Yeah, just
Review.
Warcraft.
Listen.
It felt like World though.
Yeah. Okay, listen, guys. Okay, we've been doing this thing for the past couple of weeks where we don't tell each other, what we think about the movie and everything. I even did that for Ninja Turtles. Like we're doing that review after this. He already did a short little spoiler-free review or whatever. I haven't watched it, okay, because I don't want to know his opinion on it yet. With this, me and him, I know we have the same damn opinion on this movie because we were making fun of it the entire time. This movie is a fucking bag of dicks. I could not stand this damn movie. First of all, I liked one character. Oh, okay. In all fairness, two. Okay. No,
I wonder if they're the same.
No. I really loved the main orc. Okay, played by Toby Kebbell. Okay, he did a great job. He's a story. Yeah, it's Toby Kebbell. Yeah, his story does not amount to jack shit. Okay, but I liked his character. Okay, and Paula Patton's character grew on me. Okay, the female orc character, she grew on me. Okay, everyone else in this movie, I did not give two shits about anybody. Yeah. This movie does not make you care. Within the first, I'd say 10-15 minutes of this movie, there were like 30 different fucking locations. It's impossible to establish where the fuck everything is because they can never stay in one place. Okay, the story is beyond muddled. It's beyond ridiculous. Okay, there is no fucking resolution to anything in the end. This movie is awful. Please go.
Well, surprisingly enough, the two characters that you liked were the two characters I liked. I care less about the human characters at all.
Oh God.
And you had some great actors playing the human characters.
Yeah.
But like the king. Okay, there's gonna be spoilers in this video. The king is the actor who plays
Howard Stark.
Yeah, Howard Stark.
And Captain America.
And he plays
he's awesome.
Ethan Preacher. He's a great actor, but I didn't care for his character.
I didn't either. He had no character. Fucking Charlie Hunnam. His character, nothing.
There was nothing
to him
in this. There was no character development. There was more character development for the orcs. That's probably why our two characters we like are the two orcs. But none of the human characters I cared about. When the king dies at the end,
didn't care.
I didn't care.
I was bored. And this is the thing with this movie. Okay, for what, 2 fucking hours?
Yeah,
a little over 2 hours. This movie is fucking boring. Okay, for all the fighting that we actually do get in this movie, okay, none of it is exciting. None of it is thrilling. This is a boring fucking movie from start to finish.
I know you're super excited, but you're shaking the camera.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just really fucking annoyed right now. Okay. I drove 2 hours for this shit. All right.
I mean, hey man, I get you, but
terrible movie.
Okay, so I mean, this movie had potential.
It did.
In my eyes,
so much potential.
I thought it had potential. I thought the trailers were decent. The trailers.
Yeah.
But I don't like World of Warcraft or Warcraft.
I never played it. So.
I played World of Warcraft for like an hour, and I realized that it was probably the dumbest thing I ever played in my life.
Yeah.
And I realized that I need to do more with my life than attempt to play World of Warcraft. Like, if you guys play World of Warcraft, and you guys got all the time in the world to go around with your half-naked elves and flirt with other half-naked, like, you guys, good for you, okay?
That's like another thing that really bummed me out in this movie. Is that it's based on World of Warcraft.
Well,
okay,
it's based off
Warcraft. Yes, okay, but how many other races do you really see? You don't see many of them. Okay, you see like little glimpses of them here and there. Like you see elves in one little short council scene, and then you see like these blue people in the beginning, but that's about it. It's just humans and orcs. Okay, and for a movie, for a series that has created like all these different like fantasy type characters, okay, it's a shame it did not incorporate more.
Well, not only that, it's like
it feels like such a wasted opportunity.
You said, you have elves, and I guess you have trolls, the other little fucking weird thing, but we never see like the elf homeland.
No,
we go to all these different locations, but it'd be nice if we said like this location, home of these people, this location, home, like something like you're flip flopping all around locations.
Oh God, so many times.
There's one thing about this movie that it was only like 5 seconds long. That was like, oh, that's cool. Was when he showed like when the orcs first come to this world, and they're like invading all these different villages, and you got a up sky view on the land. You just see them going through the land. You know,
that was a cool shot.
Because that shot is like the video game, because the Warcraft game is an over-the-top like strategy type game, and that was reminiscent, almost like in Doom. The only thing cool about Doom was the first-person POV shot of Carl Urban doing the thing. So that was like the thing in here. This movie had potential, but this movie wasted potential. It wasted
all of it
because we didn't care about the human characters. The main villain of the orc, nothing really happens. Like nothing happens to that orc.
No, like the whole purpose of this movie, like the whole plot, like it's set up. Okay, you got these orcs that are realizing that, okay, our leader is basically going to destroy this world just like he destroyed ours.
Yeah.
Okay, and we need to get away from him. Like, we need to establish a new order, and we need the humans' help to do this. Okay, one, that storyline doesn't amount to shit, and by the end, this guy's still fucking in charge, so what the shit? There's no resolution to this story.
And not only that, the orcs are probably dumber than the people of the Iron Islands from Game of Thrones. Because if you watch Game of Thrones, and this is a minor spoiler for Game of Thrones people who watch Game of Thrones, but a couple episodes ago, when they were doing the thing for the new leader of the Greyjoys of the Iron Islands, they did the voting thing where they're like, Euron Greyjoy, not Euron, but like Euron was in there, and then you had Theon talking about his sister, and like the people just kept going, yeah, for you, and then this one had a speech like, no, we want you. That's the way the orcs were. The orcs were like, no, we're with this guy. And then he cheated during this battle, and we're like, you cheated. And they're like, fuck it, we're still with you. It's like, yeah, it's like the orcs are.
They start to go against him when he killed. Well, spoilers in this video. Everybody knows we do this. But when he kills Toby Kebbell's character, everyone's like, no, we need to rise up against him. Yeah. He kills like 3 more of them. They're like, okay, no, fuck that shit. We're with you.
Yeah, we're with you. Yeah, so they're about as dumb as the fucking people in the Iron Islands. So and I don't know, man. This movie was...
it's horribly structured.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that. So badly structured. The shit with the Guardian pissed me off more and more as the movie went on. Yeah. Because, one, it was so freaking obvious what he was doing.
Yep.
Okay, but then they reveal something else. You know what I'm talking about.
Talking about
with Paula Patton's character?
Which one's Paula Patton?
The orc. The female orc.
Oh, yeah.
They revealed something with her...
Is that true, though? Because, like, he kind of tiptoed around it.
Dude, they tiptoed around it. Dude, it was the most unsubtle friggin' hint I have ever seen.
Like, I'm thinking, like... No, cause I get what you're saying, right? And I heard you, you were kind of going off over there. When
I'm fucking kidding me.
I'm sitting there listening, you're going off, and I'm like, but they look like the same age, though. I don't know.
Well, yeah, he's a guardian. He has magic.
I don't know shit about this world. They don't establish it.
I know, exactly. That's all I can think of is maybe, I don't know, he can stay young.
Explain why she doesn't look like a goddamn monster like everybody else.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, well, dude, it just, it pissed me off because, like, they keep tiptoeing around that she's, like, not all orc.
Yeah.
But they say in the fucking beginning, let's go half-breed. Like,
yeah,
it's freaking obvious she's half-human.
Yeah, but is that her daddy?
They allude pretty heavily to it.
Okay.
And
let's be clear. We don't know shit about World of Warcraft or Warcraft. We don't know the history about this stuff. I'm pretty sure if you're a fan of Warcraft, you're going to go in there with your mama and you're going to love this movie. But for people who actually get laid, they don't know shit about this stuff. So...
That's kind of harsh, man.
Hey, I started YouTube. My first ever video was bashing the World of Warcraft video.
Really?
So anybody whoever was the very first subscriber, I had a series of videos. One time I took the game, broke it, set it on fire, buried it, and took a piss on it. And I filmed it on YouTube.
Damn, you hated that game.
That was my Storm's 8 video.
Shit.
When I first started YouTube, I was famous for doing World of Warcraft hate videos. But this was one of my top 10 anticipated films of this year. Not like in the top 5, but it was one of the most anticipated I had this year.
It looked pretty cool.
And I'm like, hey, if I go in and I just see fucking orcs fight fucking humans, I'm good. But the problem is you got one orc who turns on his buddy. Then 5 minutes later, he turns on the people he turned on his people with. It's It doesn't make no damn sense.
Yeah, there's so many inconsistencies with characters. They do this thing with Charlie Hunnam's son. I'm like, oh my god, you are so dead. Like,
yeah.
He's like, Daddy, I'm a warrior. I need to fight. I'm like, you are dead.
Yeah.
This is the warrior son in 300 all over again.
And I didn't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I didn't care that his son died because again, we don't have no human attachment to any of the human characters. We don't have no attachment to the human characters. So who cares? Oh, you died. There was like I was doing this a lot in the movie. Like not really doing it, you know, because I'll get kicked out of the movie because there's children around. But like I'm looking at the screen going, damn it, you know, like when the movie went off, it showed Warcraft. Like we wanted to stand up and we see the baby falling down the river. I'm like, fuck. And we sat back down. And
we could not wait to get out of this theater.
And it had Toby Kebbell's son floating down the river, and he's narrating. And I'm like, why is he narrating? Because
dead.
He not only is he dead,
he didn't know that the baby was sent down the river.
Yeah, he doesn't even know where his wife and child went. So when did he like? It ain't like he wrote the speech down and then the letter fell somewhere, and then you know it's not like that. So why are you narrating, motherfucker? You died. You can't narrate.
When she lost the Moses baby down the fucking river, I'm just sitting there going, okay, where's the shark? Where's the shark?
And then
eat its ass.
One of the orcs, I don't know which orc this is, rips out Toby Kebbell's tooth. Is like, this is for your son. You don't even know where the fuck he is.
Exactly.
And how do you know he's alive? Yeah. How do you even know he's alive? Because because you guys killed all the people from his tribe. So by your knowledge that he's already dead. Oh my god, I'm gonna get.
This movie gives me a friggin' headache.
And what pisses me off, right? What pisses me off, because the one thing I was like, if they can do this right at the end, I'll forgive everything in this movie if I can just get some good resolution at the end, right? Because like I said, I like the female orc character, you know.
And they fuck it up so bad.
And it turns out and I still like. Okay, I understand.
It's sequel baiting. It's all sequel baiting.
Yeah.
No resolution, just sequel baiting.
I understand that the king he knew he was going to die. They were surrounded. They knew they were going to die, right? So he wanted her to kill him so that but how the hell did he know that their people would take her as a leader if they never said that, did they?
No, they said that killing the king would bring her honor among the tribe, but they did. But like her becoming like that high ranking among them made no sense.
Yeah, but that's fine. Okay, let's say she's high ranked now because she did that. You still got fucking orc douchebag as the main leader that no one's so because the king's like, I want you to unite the humans and the orcs. You can't do that because the main douchebag of the fucking movie is still fucking alive. And then we get over to the human side, the orc the human that was having somewhat a romantic relationship with the orc is like, oh, she killed him. And then one kid's like, well, maybe he had a good... No, he didn't have a good reason. She killed him for no reason, blah, blah, blah. And then he grabs the king's sword at the end and like, you are not the next...
Or Azeroth!
Yeah.
The kingdoms, whatever the fuck this place is!
I don't know how the royal family thing works in this world, but in any other world in the history of the world, the heir to the throne is the next king, not the brother-in-law.
Well, then again, you can't elect queens.
Huh?
Well, then again, you can't elect queens.
Game of Thrones fucking common is like fucking 12.
I know, dude. I'm fucking.
And he has. Doesn't he have a son? He has a son and 2 daughters. I think.
Yes. But yeah, it's true. And I'm watching this movie, and I'm like, I am so bored. I give a shit about one character so far. And it's not getting any better. Like, honestly, I could not wait to leave the theater. I was bored. I was irritated. I could not wait for this movie to end. I asked him at least 4 times what fucking time it was.
I kept checking my watch.
Yeah, I was waiting for it to end.
Checking her watch.
Okay. You know, for some of the visuals and Toby Kebbell and Paula Patton, who were clearly trying to bring something to this movie of substance, and in some respects did succeed. They were decent. I'll give the movie a D-. Other than that, nothing. I hate this. I hate this fucking movie.
I will say this, and you gotta stop shaking the camera. I will say this. The movie currently has a 22% Rotten Tomatoes. I don't think it's a rotten review. Dude, we got fucking Neighbors 2 with a fresh fucking review.
I never watched it, so I can't.
Neighbors 2.
I can't comment. I haven't seen it.
That movie's a piece of fucking rock. Fucking. I want to find Seth Rogen so I can punch him in the fucking nuts. Okay. Fucking Neighbors 2 has a fresh fucking rating on Rotten Tomatoes. I won't go. Hey, be careful with that. I don't want the code showing. But we
got this for free. It wasn't good enough. We deserve more.
What part of not show it? Don't you understand? And you show them the code right there, man. Can't take you anywhere. So look, I don't think it's a rotten score. I would say, yeah, I guess if you count, because rotten scores, it has to be what, 69%? Yeah. Okay, I wouldn't give it that high, but it's not better, or it's not. Neighbors 2 ain't better than what I'm saying. It's not a 22%. If I was rated it like 1 through 10, like I normally do, I would give it like a 5.5. Because I set like 5 is average. I give it a slightly above average, you know. Because there's some elements you could like. I'm pretty sure if you're like a fucking fan virgin of this fucking franchise, you're probably like, oh man, that was so awesome. That fucking orc, I would fuck her so much. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys are like that. You know, that's cool. You're probably masturbating to a fucking picture of her right now. I'm sorry. It's what you guys want me to tell you the truth. I'm just being honest with you. But like normal people that goes in, just as a movie, it's just not good. Earlier today, I did my top 5 video game movies of all time so far, and Warcraft doesn't break the top 10. So good to know. Mortal Kombat's still up there, number 1. I don't know what your favorite video game movies are, but Mortal Kombat's still number 1. We got Assassin's Creed later on this year.
The live-action Tekken movie.
Oh,
I liked that one. That gets a lot of shit, but I liked that one.
That was in my honorable mentions. Had nothing to do with the video game, but I liked it.
Okay.
Christy Montero. And we were discussing, one thing we were discussing after the movie was the sequel. This movie is getting a sequel. It cost $160 million to make. It already made $90 million in China. So you add that to this week's box office. This movie is easily going to break 160. So we will be getting a sequel. So hopefully the sequel will explain some shit. So closing thoughts, boring, uneven, didn't care. This is movies meant for virgins who live in their mom's basement, who spend 20 hours a day on Warcraft. Yeah, I just don't care. I'd rather go see Into the Shadows.
And the other 4 hours masturbating to Warcraft, and then they go back to the other 20 hours, and it just kind of repeats that cycle. Yeah. But, you know, one day you might take a break. I don't know. So
anyway, guys, I was going to give away this free code for Warcraft because they gave it to me. You see I'm not showing the code this way. But I don't think I'm going to give it. I don't know. I just don't care. So anyway, D, 5.5. That's what we give it. Now we're going to film our TMNT at the Shadows review. So I hope you guys check out for that. So until next time, guys, I'm Robert Storms.
I'm Adam J.
And that's our opinion.